Alright, YouTube, welcome to a complete Diana guide. I'm gonna take you step by step through this game, teach you what to look for, how to play this champion, how to be consistent on this champion, all of those things. Diana is currently in quite the good position, so definitely picking her up is not a bad choice at all. The build that is meta on her as well, the build that is played, is also quite easy, quite forgivable, so these are all very, very good factors for Diana right now. When it comes to the matchup here, I'm against the Namumu, which I should be completely fine. I don't get invaded, I won't invade him really, we're both chilling. Yeah, that's really all it is. Lanes wise, I mean, I'd recommend when you're deciding where you're going to start, just start top set and clear down. This will always be a good choice. This will never be a mistake. There are situations when top laner, like hyper fight scenarios, when like, you know, two bruisers with double ignite or like fighting each other, that type of stuff. That's when you have a very good time clearing towards top and just snowballing one of them. But for the most part, clearing towards bot lane is the way to go. When it comes to Diana's clear, it is pretty easy, honestly. The main thing you have to do is you just have to keep your blessing up as much as you can. And the blessing is your passive. If you land a skill, you get this blessing timer right here. And as soon as that thing is about to end, that's when you want to cast your next skill. So your W. You want to Q first, then W, because your Q is a lower cooldown. In this way, you can cycle your cooldown better. So this is really important for your clear speed. That's like the biggest thing you have to know about your clear speed. After level 3, you have a much easier time like cycling your blessing as well, because you can obviously use the E cooldown in between to get it. But here initially, it is very important that you lead with Q and then that you get that W in as your second cast. Seems like my laners are doing okay. We keep going. As soon as we get in range for the Q here, we're going to use it on the big one, and we're just going to E-dash right away, save some time. And then wait for the W cast with the blessing right there. Keep moving. We're gonna do Gromp first instead of blue. The reason we're doing this is this way the Gromp respawns with the wolves on the next rotation. So that we can have more clear speed that way for the next rotation. More camp tempo. Wait out the blessing timer a little bit. And we would just want to extend our passive as much as possible here. There we go. It's like the main thing you have to do. Diana did get nerfed this patch a bit to her passive damage, so your clear speed is slower. The monster camps, but still, just keep it consistent like this and you're fine. You can smite this if there's a gank opportunity or anything like that, or something you have to rotate for quickly, then smite the blue. Otherwise, just hold your smite for the scuttle crab, because then this camp would be more contested. Bot lane looking not really gankable. Mid lane is kind of pushing in, so mid lane might be gankable here. We just assess the situation where we are. That's what we're going to look for. We look for this opportunity perhaps. Go in. Spicy stun. He flashes into the wall, but we can't finish it. Put a little bit of pressure down. You're gonna look at your in-game timer right now. The Heimer used flash and heal, I believe. We are at about 4 minutes in, so we're gonna reset, because this camp is gonna spawn in the next like 15 seconds. So you want to be there. We got enough money for our Faded Ashes on this recall, so that's great. And we're just gonna move towards our respawn again. We didn't get the successful kill on the gank. We were able to get the Heimerdinger summoners, so that is very good for us. That is really all that matters right now. And we are just going to move back to our clear respawns. As you can see, we're here as it respawns is ideal. And do another rotation. Solid, consistent. If there was like a bot lane gank opportunity, I would have gone for that. Obviously, a kill would be great, but you don't always get kills on ganks. So flash force like that is still fine. As long as you are not losing any significant amount of time, which I am not, because I'm catching all my respawns as they come up.
I will be heard.
Which is beautiful. You can cast your Q, and while it's flying, you can E towards the target and get the E cooldown reset. That's something you should know about Diana as well. So that's what I do on these camps right there. Like I have vision, I just Q and I E before the Q lands, but it still refreshes because it is going to land, right? And just keep using the movement speed here. I have an extra smite right now, so I'm going to just use it on this camp to speed this up a little bit. If you have the extra smite, make sure your smite keeps cycling. We have a Mumu bot lane here. Since we see the enemy jungler going for a bot play, he's probably not going to look for anything, but we're like keeping an eye out. Our Gromp is up though, so we are definitely going to look for that. We have like 30 seconds on grubs as well. Something to think about. Okay, Sion was doing a Sion strategy as usual. I mean, his matchup is pretty horrendous, to be fair for him, so... Okay, the bot lane gank doesn't seem like it's going to happen in this case, so we are just going to go ahead and move over towards the Void Grubs, I think, at this stage. We also, like, you can go for Dragon, perhaps, but the Void Grubs are spawning here, plus the Top Skull is going to spawn here as well, and I have a lot of top lane priority for the most part, so I should easily be able to go for this. We just run through mid. The bot lane gank wasn't going to happen, so we can't really look for that. So this is what we're going to go for. As soon as we get in range, just hit that Q, stack them together, and then this way we can just W passive everything. And I'm just hitting everything here, so it speeds it up for me as much as I can, at least. He does Dragon, okay, fair enough. He goes for the Dragon while I go for the topside play, that's fine. If you're just, like, trading objectives like this, that is completely fine for you, honestly. It really is. I could have maybe contested the Dragon situation for him, but, yeah. Oh, whoa. There's a Scion here. There's also a Heimerdinger here, so I am going to have to run away. That was a tremendously terrible flash. That's my bad. Yeah, no, that was the worst flash in existence. That's on me. I should have flashed to the right, and I just didn't. That was a horrendous flash on my end. Fair enough. Their solo laners collapsed on me and got me. It's a bit my bad. I played that poorly. This, however, doesn't really matter too much, because the most important thing for me right now is just to catch my respawns again. I messed up a play. It happens. There was a terrible, terrible flash. Happens to everyone. But the most important thing here for me is all my camps are respawning again, and we are just going to go simply for another sequence. It is okay. Forget about what just happened. We do not care anymore. All right. Making sure to catch our respawns. Keeping good tempo with those respawns. They already won the Feats of Warfare as well, so the death matters even less. Just gonna keep clearing. Drag this to the next one. QE onto the camp. That will die as it walks into the pet damage. Bot camps are also respawning. Our farm tempo is looking very, very good here. We need 1300 gold for our Leandries. Keep that in mind as well. The moment I get that 1300 gold is the moment I really want to reset for it. Amumu is bot. Instead of doing Gromp now, I'm just going to run directly the bot lane, since the Amumu is going to go for a play here, and we might be able to look for an opportunity. Close the distance. They double flashed. Okay. That should be a hit. Okay. Make sure to pull them there out into the turret. You had, like, if they didn't have double flash there, I probably could have gotten more, but they did have double flash there. Gonna chase a bit here. They're most likely not gonna be here, but I'm gonna chase this out into his jungle camps on bot side, since the Amumu cannot be here for them. If he hasn't cleared them, that's something we'll take. If he has cleared them, then, yeah, that's a bit of a rip. We have an opportunity on mid lane, though. It's gonna ping that we're here, so the Viger gonna walk up for his cage. Oof. He didn't click Viger ultimate, unfortunately. If he clicks Viger ult there, the guy dies, but he didn't, so unlucky. He has both his summoners used again, though. In this moment, like, since we know he just cleared his entire bot side, we can probably just look for his topside camps. We just kind of walked all the way up, like, skipping these two camps here because of, like, the bot lane gank situation and stuff. But because we did that, we kind of know his bot side camps aren't up, so we can probably take some of his topside camps. We also lowered their mid laner and forced them out of lane, so the mid laner is also not going to be able to respond to this. So we should have a pretty reasonable time here going for these camps. Now, something to note in this moment here is I have 1300 gold, and I said earlier, the second our Leandries is going to cost us 1300 gold, so we want to recall as soon as we can get this. Our camps are also respawning on our side for the sequence, and the Void Grubs are going to spawn in about 28 seconds. So right now we're going to take the recall, buy our completed item, which is big, and then we're just going to clear our topside camps into the Void Grubs most likely. And then that way we can keep good tempo going for ourselves. Our CS is looking fine. Our kill participation or something maybe not so much, but this is all good. Good. I missed one there. Not gonna turn around for it because currently every single second matters. If I want to quickly go for this, wait for my Quinn to be back, and then go for the Void Gobs, I kind of have to just go for this and not turn around for like one small one. Hit the plant, see what's up, and then we're just gonna do the grubs here. Gonna ping for this. The enemy solo laners might rotate here, but with the Quinn being in lane, I hope that they'd help me. We're gonna find out soon enough though. I'm just gonna hold my smite until I actually have to use it. Currently have Dragon coming up in like 10 seconds as well, so that's the next thing I'll be looking for here. Good, smite this, and we instantly move down towards the Dragon, because that's gonna spawn. We see a Mumu bot side as well. So we just want to go down there as quickly as possible right now. These turrets are actually pretty tanky. Okay. Amumu was like 1 HP the last time we saw him, so we're gonna quickly take a peek at his Raptors. They're not here, that's fine. Take a quick peek here. You can stand like right there and get the Q dash on the Dragon, by the way. That's like a small thing you can do. It reaches the Dragon for the QE dash, and you can get over the wall very easily. Let's sweep in case it's warded. And this way we get the objectives. It's a relatively low kill game right now. This definitely could go still either way, for sure. We do win the feats of strength because of objective control. So that is good on our side. And my camps are now up once again, so we're just going to keep clearing. It's all good. Low kill games are completely fine. You don't always have to get like a bloodbath going, you know what I mean? Just be consistent. Get your CS. That's what I'm doing. Get your like objective spawns. All of those things. Okay, bot lane keeps getting kills. Most of the leads currently in bot lane. My bot lane is up 4 kills. So that's quite big. This is respawning. As you can see, my topside camps are also respawning again. So by the time I get to my Raptors, they will respawn basically, and I can go ahead and clear my entire topside for a nice new sequence. And we're just looking good. We're just farming. We're just having a very good, consistent clear pattern at the moment. Not too many gank opportunities, but that's also fine. Quickly do red, and I'll do red into Raptors Krugs. Fine here. The Raptors weren't up yet, barely, and I might as well spend the time going for a red buff. All we're looking to do here is just be very consistent, because when it comes to later stages team fights, we're going to be absolutely fine. A little bit more grouping for team fights and stuff like that. Mumu is bot lane. Instantly ping that they have to be careful. They might die to a Mumu ult here. Good. Might be able to look for Sion. Obviously, I can't reach the bot lane situation here. My bot lane does not end up dying. Look for the Sion. I'm okay. That was maybe a grief on my end. Built him towards me again. And QE for the chase. And you can E at the end if you know you're going to kill somebody. So right there at the end I E because I knew I was going to kill the Sion with it. But otherwise I wouldn't do that last E there. I would just wait for like another Q if I'm chasing. It's going to take a nice free wave here. We're able to clean up the top lane situation. That's all that matters to us. And now we might be able to push the turret down here as well, because Diana is very good at this. If this Sion doesn't have teleport, Amumu is dead, Heimer is mid, no one's going to respond to this. Make sure to procure Blessing again here. So as soon as the Blessing ends, we Q, so we can extend our Blessing and we can keep hitting the turret. Just press your face into objectives you're taking. This is actually quite important as Diana, because this on inhibitors matters a lot, because otherwise you will not be able to apply your passive to the inhibitor. Because of Diana's insane clear speed on objectives, we can just clear the entire thing here. And we take another reset. Our camps will be respawning again soon. So we're just going to keep it nice and consistent for those camps. Go Riftmaker next. Perfect. And we just go out of base. Right, so we have the Rift Herald coming up in like a minute. This is something we could look for. And our camps are going to spawn bottom to top side. So we're just going to look for that clear. And look for an opportunity afterwards once again. And we're just keeping a very consistent pattern here. As you can see, we're at 136 CS at 15 minutes, which is great. Not the highest kill game. Games like this will happen. It's all good. Some games might be a faster paced tempo because of a ton of kills. But games like this are just played by consistency. By good clearing consistency, objective clearing. Like I'm playing for the objectives. I've gotten like a ton of objectives for my team. 6 grubs, 1 dragon. All good. Our bot turret as well. My bot lane is pretty strong. Sion is actually getting relatively strong here, dealing with Quinn.
I will be heard.
We keep going. Now, after we finish this, we can then look for like opportunities once again. We're gonna see here if we can have a chance at like a kill on Sion, perhaps, or an invade towards the Yamamu's topside camps. Stuff like this. Okay, Sion kill looks doable. Let's do it. Do not reach. He gets to go out. When it comes to landing your Q, it's actually pretty good to try to land for the like marker there, the edge of the marker when it like lands with your circle. Can't really show you this too well because I can't hover my mouse as I do it. Can I? If you look at like the outer edge of the curve, that's where you want to aim, usually, because that covers the most space. In case you're wondering where to aim that. Alright, right here, we're just going to go for the Rift Herald. There's really nothing else. The Silent got out. I may have been able to position myself slightly better to be ahead of him, so he dashed ult into me. If I'm close enough melee range, my E dashes through the target. So I could have potentially used that to catch his ult and let him hit me, but this is fine. Quinn goes mid. I obviously have to not commit to doing Rift Herald here. Dash through with QE. To get the proc. We don't really like look to walk around. There's no need for that. You can kind of wait out your timer here as well. Like the Q and an E here in the back. It turned out real fast there. Smite it. And we're looking at a fight mid. There's obviously a fight top, but like look mid lane. It's like more active here. Anything to play for. There's not. They're backed off pretty quickly. Right now, the most important thing for us is just this dragon again. We're just gonna keep like consistent objective control and farm tempo. Diving a turret. Okay. Diving a turret's not really something we look for. We're just looking for like the objective. We can take the Rift Herald, we can take the dragon here as well, because they just forced the fight. They can't really do much after that. This is all that matters to us right now. Like getting kills in this game doesn't matter too much. As long as we can keep this consistent here. And it's a low kill game, that's completely okay with me. Finish off the dragon, all good. And our entire jungle is respawning again, so we can do that. Just super consistent, but the super consistency here is working. In certain games, you can do everything I'm doing right now, but there just will be more gank opportunities you can go for and get more kills that way. In this game, that's not the case, and that's fine. Don't try to get too desperate is what I'm trying to say with that, right? Like, if you're trying, okay, I have no kills or whatever, that doesn't matter, as long as you're consistent. Like, as long as you're very consistent here, as long as your team isn't, like, fully dying, etc. Like, my team is doing fine. There's not many kills in this game in the first place. Games like this, you just want to be super, super consistent with your CS. Don't try to get desperate. Don't try to flip plays too much. I'm currently like 3 levels higher than the enemy jungler, and this is just exponentially going. Because I already have like a massive objective lead and everything as well. There we go. Take the recall. Currently want to spend our gold. Beautiful. Perfect. Go for the Unending Despair next. We just move on to the map. Now we have a Rift Herald right now. We actually want to look for either one of these side turrets, ideally. This mid turret's already dead, basically. We're not going to use it on that. That's one hit and it's gone. But these side turrets are worth 700 gold for us, personally. And obviously my team gets a little bit of gold from it as well. But that is really what I want to look for. We have a shutdown by just farming. Oh, there's a Mumu here, okay. We ult onto the Misfortune, and then like what we do there is we ult into it by WERing, and then as we pull them in, we want to Q on top of ourselves. Now I think we got CC'd there, but yeah. I mean, Quinn should be going top here. I don't really reach this position. They're teleporting top even, alright. Fine, let me see if this is up here. It's not, okay. Spicy fights there. My auto-pathing. Okay, well, I thought I had a sweeping drink, and I guess we're using Herald on mid-turret now. That's my bad for a second there. Just gonna bounce it into this turret, it's fine. Didn't get one of the side turrets with it, but I get a bounce on this, it's okay. Hopefully Ezreal auto-attacks the turret, the range champions. There you go, thank you. Alright, perfect. That's all good. Let's check his bot side camps here. And we might manually be able to go for the bot turret, perhaps. Actually thought I had sweeping trinket there, so I heralded, but we did still get the turret with it, so it's okay. We're gonna get some void spawns here, and with Diana passive and the blessing, you're gonna kill the turret very, very quickly. So we can actually just finish the entire turret like this. Get a nice 700 gold between the two of us. We pull them in towards each other, and then there we go. Q as soon as we can, finish him off. Perfect. I got a bit CC locked there, but that's okay. Perfect. That's all you needed. Just get them clumped together and don't try to Q in first. You just WE straight into it, click ult, and get an engage going like that. That's what you want to do. So important here, we can actually afford our item. We have an Otacon up, so we're going to just instantly recall. Everything is up, doesn't matter. We want to purchase our item and get tempo towards like the next objective, basically. That's what we're looking for. Good, we keep going. Defensive boots here as well. Mercs will be very good against them. I've gotten CC'd quite a bit. They do have quite a lot of CC. And now the game is like taking off a bit more, right? Like the kills are going more in our favor, but we are very, very, very strong here. And we just did this by being consistent. We have so much CS. Like we have 210 CS at 21 minutes, 22 minutes. That's really strong. We also have all the objectives, which is a big factor here as well. Okay. Go for the Scion. Perfect. Make sure not to... Oh, wait. Actually, my Q didn't register, so I did reset my E. I was about to say make sure you don't reset your E, but yeah, my Q didn't register, so I did get it. That's fine. Finish this off. I'm actually going to recall here, because the next objective is going to be up in 30 seconds. I might as well take the recall now and be able to afford my boots, which I can buy an item, so I'm recalling for an item right now. And so since I can afford these, I'm recalling. If I couldn't afford those boots, there would have been almost no point in recalling. I could have just ran down and it would have been fine as well. But yeah, we want to play for the next objective as it comes up right now. So that is exactly what we're doing. I'll have like one camp worth of time here, so I'm just going to quickly clear this one camp and then move down. That's decent. I'm just going to go in. Pull them in. I have the Otacon GA, so I'm not too worried about things here. Can I shield myself? There we go. Important there is like I have healing from Unending Despair, but I also have my W and I have Otacon at the moment. Because I have this Otacon GA, I can just commit to it without losing my shutdown. So I can just all in that play. And if they kill me, they get 200 gold off me, sure. But, you know, if I can see a play like that, that's a very good opening. So able to make like a very decent play happen there. And with my W shielding plus Unending Despair, I was able to survive that entirety of the situation. Get the next objective, finish that off. And my camps are going to be up again. My team is going to have to like recall and stuff. They might or might not be able to defend against the Scion, who knows. We just clear this. Perfect. Okay, team is now entirely recalling right there. So I'm going to take the recall timer with them. I'm obviously going to be a little bit later, but we're taking the same recall timer as them right now. And we're going to go for the Abyssal Mask next. And then we move to our topside camps. Right now, it's very important to hit level 16. I do not necessarily want to like have to clear everything on my side here, but hitting level 16 is huge. So we're going to clear until we hit that, and then we're going to walk forward. Obviously, we're looking at like Baron spawning soon. And we want to look for his camps. There's level 16. Now we're going to walk forward as like I hit 16 and my team is entirely walking forward here as well. We want to walk forward with them right now. And then we can be with them when they get engaged on or engage anything. So we're going to look for Amumu's camps as a priority. See whatever is up on his side. And we're going to take that. Obviously, Baron is up here as well. Something to look for. So the turret in general here. Use a skill to proc my blessing, so I have more attack speed. Press my face into the objective we're hitting. Should be fine here. Go for the Senna. Pull the Senna in. The Scion has to walk through me, so he gets hit as well. Reset the dash cooldown. We're not wasting our E cooldown here. We're just holding it until we can like use it for dashes. What? Excuse me? Okay, still does the burn damage. We're chilling. That was an awkward dash. Perfect here. Against the inhibitor, pressure face into it. Although like that wasn't press face into it, so I didn't hit my passive. This was, and I did hit my passive. Makes a difference. I mean, they're still dead for a while, so I can probably just hit turret here. Okay, well, he'll use... My team entirely backed away, actually. Guess we're leaving. Fair enough. They were still dead for a bit, so we probably could have pushed for the turrets, but my team really didn't want to do that. This team is really, like, safe and passive. It's surprising, honestly. You don't see this very often. Let's go Baron then. No problem. Make sure to ping the Ezreal before it recalls. And we're just going to hold our E here. Basically just QW and then E at the end here to keep refreshing it for a bit of more damage output. There we go. We can afford our item, which is great. 1800 gold. Abyssal Mask completed. Perfect. Alright, go back to the map. We're gonna go for the final push here, most likely. We are quite strong right now. Quite durable as well. Move forward. That Misfortune is dead. Now look for his camps here. And we just want to look for any type of engage we can get right now. Get the red buff down. Perfect. And we're just going to go in, I think. We should be very, very strong in this moment. We have more than 100 CS lead on the enemy jungler, 4 levels. All the objectives as well. We're chilling. Push ahead, and then I dash to the Heimer there to be ahead, and I can catch him. And catch both of them in it. Very good. We can tank the turret for a while as well. This build's pretty tanky, so that's completely fine. But you saw my position there. I dash towards the Heimer, and I can pull them both into the R. Stuff you want to look for. Could have dodged the Misfortune ultimate and hit Sion there. Q towards the Misfortune. And then hit this guy as well, and that's game, I think. Pressure face into the inhibitor again to get the passive to hit on it. And then we're just gonna hit the turret. Activate your W for your blessing passive. Clear this. And there you go. Beautiful. That is it for Dana. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, hit the like button below. Be sure to subscribe as well as follow over on Twitch. And I will see you guys in the endgame stats. Okay, so we are moving into a game number 2 here. That first one was a bruiser build, you know, like slower paced game with less kills, but that's all good. Still bruiser build. We are gonna go for a full AP build now, and this build is probably gonna snowball pretty hard, because if you get a lead with this and you just start one-shotting people, things go pretty fast. However, it obviously does come with the factor where you are much squishier. So it is a lot less forgiving. You're going to have to play it as well. And yeah, that's really the thing there. I'm against the Kayn here with Conqueror, so that's going to be a red Kayn angle most likely. Against Kayn players, I will defend my Raptor camp here a little bit, because I will probably have to respect that. I could most likely even just go for a Raptor start here as well. We're still going to start on like top side this way, but we are going to look for that Raptor start. And this way we can just queue this as well and just apply our passive to it. Make sure to play around your blessing timer again. Oh, I accidentally auto attack a small one. Just focus the big one, because the small ones will die to pet and Q damage easily. We move here, and we're going to go for a Raptor start on this one. Can still start red if you want to, but you know, make sure to use that blessing timer properly again. W to extend. And then extend again. I actually have to hit this more. Good. And then we go for the red. Obviously, I have to move a bit more for this. It's going to be a little bit slower, but I should still be able to finish by about 3:30 pretty easily. As long as you can do that, like whatever clear you do, if you finish by 3:30 and get to your scuttle, that is completely fine. There we go. We'll keep moving towards our bot side camps. Now we do have to make sure here that we catch the 4-minute respawn on our raptors. So keep that in mind here. We're going to clear for that 4-minute respawn on those raptors to make sure we can get that, because we cannot be giving that away. That's what happens if you start raptors like that. You have to be there to re-catch those raptors before you recall. And go for the Gromp first for the better respawn on that. And it just kind of changes our clear pattern here. Very important to have good clear patterns though. You definitely want to be efficient with it on Diana. It matters a lot to get that XP incoming. I'm assuming Kane just does some kind of full clear. The bot lane is just heavily pushing them in. I probably should danger ping them once here at least, so they should ward. 13 seconds on our ward. Mid lane is pushing in my Aurelia, so that's most likely the gank I'll be opting for. The Raptor, or the Scuttle is going to spawn here. That's an engage. We're going to do the Scuttle into the mid gank, hopefully. I might be able to clean up this mid laner in a second here. Looking very possible right now. Clear this as I walk up. And what we're going to do is we're going to just flash. And he doesn't have flash, so we flash QE. Because he flashed earlier away from the Aurelia. If he still had flash, we'd have to go in with the EQ flash. Okay, well. Go to our Raptor spawn. That wave wasn't pushed fast enough, but if I go push that wave and spend all that time, I could be in trouble with the Kane. Let me hit this plant to see what the Kane's up to. He is recalling over there. My camp is respawning, but I don't think he's going to be able to fight it. That's all that matters to us. Get this over the wall. And we just caught our Raptor respawn. Did the transition gank through mid. We're looking pretty good right now. We're going to finish this off here as well. And now we are going to look for our wolf camp that's going to respawn soon out of base. So now we can recall, take these two camps. And then potentially look for an objective like Dragon. I'd be able to go for another mid gank. If you're going AP Diana, you're going Nashor's Tooth first. Just build whatever components you can wait. Actually, I'm going to buy normal boots here. Buy Blasting One first, because this gives you the most ability power. This gives you 25, this gives you 45. So you go Blasting Wand into like Amp Tome. Potentially Dark Seal, if you want to as well. Wow, dude, I was so fast that hasn't even spawned yet. Okay. That was my bad. And we just do wolves into Gromp now, as they are respawning on our bot side. And we have 40 seconds on the grubs we could look for, or we could do dragon. We're basically going to have to pick either or. The Kane is clearing towards top side, so the dragon should be very free. The grubs might not be that free, because they have more top lane priority, and we have more bot lane priority here. So I probably could just look for the dragon. Okay, we're going to clear this. There's some aggression on bot, so I can look for that as well. You can see like there's going to be an engage. There's Kane here. Oh, well, that's a very interesting knock. We're going to sweep to see where he goes. Wait our cooldowns out. It's fine, good enough. I had to use my cooldown there. We're going to chase the Lux here. She flashed in another direction. Can I kill this guy? Hopefully my Ziggs cleans him up, and that's good enough for me if he does. It does not look like he does. He does still have flash. He could get that. That was just a tiny bit awkward. We just barely couldn't have enough damage to finish it there. I didn't have level 6 either on like a little bit of XP. That's, yeah, that's a little unfortunate. The barriers from both of them, man. Like, they both had barriers, so I just like, yeah, okay, cool, thanks. I wasn't ready for double barrier. I thought I focused Lux because she wouldn't have like the barrier Misfortune would have. But then she barriered anyway, and I was like, what? Bro, what are we looking at here? It's all good. We hit level 6 off the Raptor camp first, and then we're going to move for the Void Grubs now. Not the most favorable fight, but that's fine. It happens sometimes. It doesn't go your favor, like in your way. They barely got to survive that on 1 HP with the double barrier. Make sure to like stack in the middle and hit the middle one so my passive applies. We're going to drag these together as well by walking to the side like that, so they stack together as well. So we can apply our passive once again, and we're just going to finish the objective. Kane is top. I'm not going to smite the objective right here because I don't have to. He's not going to reach it in time, but this scuttle is going to get contested. So I want to smite the scuttle instead. So we're holding our smite here. If he would reset in time, I obviously would smite that and just flip the scuttle at that point, but we don't want to just donate a scuttle for no reason. There's a chance he's going to be on his Gromp here. My Alistar's around, so we're going to check. No Kayn. Okay, no Gromp either. No Wolves either, no problem. So what's going to happen now is we're just simply going to go move back to our camps. As you can see, everything is going to respawn. Like, this starts to respawn. I did my Raptors, obviously, but we're just going to clear these two camps and then our bot side camps and just clear this out. We're getting close to our item, so as soon as we get that item spike, that's something we would want to back for. But yeah, everything is respawning now. Our time has been spent, essentially, so we want to go back and clear our camps pretty quickly here. Not doing Dragon. Okay, good. Bot lane is getting pushed in as well. Might be able to look straight for a bot play after this red buff. Because if I go towards the bot side of the map, I don't necessarily have to clear my camps instantly. I could go bot lane gank first or go for a fight first. Because if I'm bot side of the map, my camps are defended. And Kayn can't take anything from them. So that is really all that I need to have. He might be doing Dragon here, so I will move for that as well. We're going to assist ping this a couple times because I think he probably is doing it. But my camps are now defended because I'm in the area. So I should be able to just go for this. He is not, in fact, doing Dragon. I guess we can go in. My Alistar going... Oh, I'm dealing with Kayn here. I'm going to just run at this guy. Just ignore the Kayn for now. Okay, Alistar gets it. It's fine. Gonna help this guy push out his wave. And we just go back to our bot side camps. That's fine. I just kind of ignore Kayn because I'm not going to interact with him. I'm just going to run directly towards my teammate because my Alistar made a catch on somebody. And that's all I need. I'll go. My team wants to go for it. I'll move in a second here. I'm going to finish my Gromp and I'll move real quick. I should be in time for this, no problem. Because they can just do it and I could just show up. If my team wants to go for it like that, that's fine. I would have otherwise just cleared my camps. But if we want to do it, we want to do it. No problem. I do have to look for my item reset soon here. This does matter in this moment because I can afford my entire Nashus right now, which is a big item to buy. But we'll get our camps here real quick. Enemy bot lane is doing pretty well. My mid laner has an advantage. That mid gank definitely helped. Seems like the enemy top laner is also kind of losing a bit. It's all good. Clear this side here as well. So what we're going to do here, we saw that instead of keep clearing here, we saw the scuttle just respawn. We also see the Lux mid, so I can probably react to that. Use the plant to get closer a bit faster. Stun on the CC. Pull him into me here. QE on the Lux. I got silenced. Finish the Lux off first. Wait for a cooldown. He flashes. We QEE, and I can't flash out because I got silenced. Bro, I wanted to flash over the Misfortune ultimate, but I just got silenced at the last little second there for the Malzahar, so I couldn't flash and I had to run through it. That was not very favorable for me. Alright, that's fine though. Right there, we used our chase tactic correctly, right? Like, we just make sure we land the ult on both targets. We QE for the reset and then E to finish off the Malzahar, so the QEE at the end. I unfortunately was unable to survive because I got silenced and I couldn't flash over the Misfortune ult, so fair enough, she picks up another double kill. Which is actually pretty good for her because she also gets a shutdown. But yeah, 22 seconds on the grubs here, which is definitely something I'm currently looking for. So out of base, we're just going to do Raptors. This should hopefully hit me to level 9. And then I should be able to just do Void Grubs on spawn. Okay, well, that's really awkward. Just going to assist ping a bunch of times and hopefully volley just moves. Hopefully volley just moves. Hopefully volley just moves. No Volibear. Alright. Don't chase too hard because my Volibear is in Narnia still. We're gonna have to wait for him first. QE. Get the distance closed. WE. I don't reach my R there. That's way too close. He's just a bit too fast there. Ow, 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 ow. I'm gonna smite for a little bit of extra damage. The Kayn was just barely able to outreach me. And my E dash there when he was in the wall didn't really get too much, but this is fine. In that moment, it was really important for me to actually wait for my Volibear to finally respond to something instead of overcommitting to it myself. As you saw, I waited for him to move as much as I could at least because it did take a while, but sometimes that does happen and you're just going to have to wait because I can't 2v1 them, of course. Just has to be respected. Pick that up, we reset. We get our 6 grubs. Our situation's looking pretty good. Misfortune just died as well to Ziggs for quite the shutdown. So that should be good as well. We've won our mid laner their lane with the early gank, so we're happy with that. And now our camps are just respawning again. Just gonna keep that tempo going. That mid turn was actually pretty quick. Bot side camps are up. We cleared that. Lux gets engaged, and we move towards Lux here. Because Lux is gonna walk directly into me. Dice the Ziggs ult, that also works. So we've seen Kayn top lane right now. And we can actually just kind of look for Kayn's bot side camps at this point, I believe. Because they might actually be up. So instead of taking my own camps, taking the enemy jungler's camps would be worth more to me. Check it, it is indeed up. Let's just hit this down. I'm just gonna look for his camps. Like, we can look for everything in this moment.
I will be heard.
Could look for mids. I could look to dive bot lane as well, but getting Kayn's camps is quite valuable. I can return this play towards bot lane anyway. Just take his camps and return. Kayn is gonna probably show up here in a second, but we should be able to fight this. Do not reach that one. That's very stupid. I got hit by that like a buffoon. The second I got hit by that Lux Q there, I just instantly die. I just walked straight into that like a dumbass. That's completely my fault. If I just... my intention there was to ER in, but because I got hit by the Lux Q and I just like didn't dodge it, I just got hit by it like a dumbass. I wasn't able to R in and make a play happen there. And yeah, my Alistar also wasn't able to go in. On me, I just got absolutely one-shot. Like, the second I didn't get the move there, it became really bad.
I cannot turn back.
Okay, no problem. 16 seconds on Dragon. I could look to go out of base here and just clear my bot side camps into a Dragon. Shouldn't disrespect the enemy bot lane too much. They're actually pretty strong. Got that turret. We'll move towards the Dragon. The smart thing to do here would be do Grom first, because it gives me my smite upgrade. And that allows me to smite Dragon from a higher HP, so less chance of losing it. Because I'm that close to it, I might as well get it, right? We clear this. Our top set camps are up. We were wanting to look for level 11 here as well. Quite important. There's level 11. Top set camps are up as well. My entire team is in base, so walking forward here would be a mistake. I could maybe cheese this. I'll take a free wave. Okay. Like 45 seconds on the next objective. And our top set camps are up. So we take that real quick, and then we can look to reset as well before the next objective is up. Because the reset's going to take me like 30 seconds at most. And I should be able to easily get my extra 65 AP from a second large rod, which would be pretty big. That extra AP matters quite a lot. Got quite the advantage here. And enemy misfortune is pretty strong though, so if we're not careful, like one misfortune ult could be bad for us. They probably do have... our front line's not bad either. That is looking pretty spicy. We're going to quickly clear mid wave as Aurelia goes top. And just get the mid prio going. And then we can look with this level up for the top lane situation perhaps. Should be able to like loop in backside here and get a nice kill going. Aurelia hard commits to it, okay. Whoa. This Fortress just straight walked past me, okay, fair enough. Wasn't not fully ready for that. I guess we're stunning this. W, and then WE into a Q because it kills. If it doesn't kill, I'd have to lead with Q, but it kills, so we're fine. Better wave. And I'm just gonna go do the Rift Herald here. Clean this up. Clean the Rift Herald up. Get behind it so we don't get hit for a bit. And we just focus this down. Make sure to keep your passive blessing stack up as much as possible. Finish that off. And now I definitely want to look for the resets. Okay, this Lux is walking this way, so you might check the bush. She is right there, low HP. Oof. Didn't have enough damage to kill. Okay, ow. Okay, ow! Ah, I didn't see Misfortune. Alright, a little bit too greedy. I do have my items, so going for that play wasn't the smartest thing in the world. Wait a second, I have enough money for my boots, we'll buy that. Beautiful. Second item spike. You keep going. CS tempo is looking really, really, really good here. 163 at 18 minutes is big. So as long as we keep that up and we have the objective control like we have 2 dragons, we have 6 grubs, we have a Herald as well. Everything's looking beautiful right now. Now with this Herald, ideally I'd like to get this tier 2 bot turret here. That is something I'm absolutely looking for, like, or maybe this tier 2 top turret. These turrets are worth a large amount of gold. So ideally I'd want to look for that if possible. We're going to just start up topside, clear all of my camps down, and we're going to see if we can play for that. Should be very doable. We do have a lead, but, you know, throwing it a little bit. I think the enemy team is still going to struggle to deal with this game, but they could. Clean that up. Okay, they're all top lane, that's fine. I could try to react to this on top lane, but I can also just go play for the bot side of the map and just cross map the play. Because they're all going for this, and I should be able to make an insane push on this bot turret for a large amount of gold. As I said, the turret's worth a lot of gold. And then I should be able to easily get a bounce as well on the other base turret. So with this, I should be able to get a very good push going here. And because they're all topside right now, and I just go for the other side of the map for a play, they will not be able to respond to this in time, and it's just going to get shoved. Try to clip the wave for the push on the wave and then hit the turret. Gonna walk up to the turret as well. Press your face into the inhibitor here. I should have picked up this charge there. Press your face into the hip to hit it. That's annoying. I got one shot here. Yeah, I was hoping the Herald would go with me and actually stun him out of the ult, or if my ult could time correctly and that I don't get like Malzar ult CC'd. I got CC'd for 9.35 seconds. That is wild. That is a ridiculous amount of time to be CC'd actually. Wait, hold up. What are we talking about here, Riot Games? 9.35 seconds. Are you kidding? That's ridiculous. I don't think I've seen a CC duration that long in a while. That's crazy. But still, I got the entire inhibitor. They went for the top lane push. I went for the bot lane with Rift Herald and was able to push the entire base down. I think we probably could have fought that, but because I got like Malzar ulted for that duration and Aurelia didn't actually stun him out of it, or my ult didn't get to go off in time to pull him out of it, because you can kind of time it at the same time and pull him out. Neither of those worked, so I just kind of died to a 9-second CC. All good. Some slight throwing going on here perhaps, but that's all no problem. Don't have ult for 5 seconds, so going in without ult would be kind of a troll on my end right now. Gonna go for this Misfortune here. He's my prime target there pretty much. That works, we just dash on her. And then if I dash on a Misfortune and they walk into my ult, that's still very good for me, because then obviously they get damage as well. And they're gonna try to want to help the Misfortune, so going for like the target in the back while the other team walks away is ideal. Okay, make sure we go for the dragon here. It's all good. It's important earlier that I don't go into the fight without having my ult available to me. I waited for my ult cooldown before I decided to go for a play. Thank you, Alistar. That's exactly what you needed to do. I'm just gonna go do Autocon right away. I just need to wait and not actually hit the dragon at that moment to let my Alistar actually hit him and finish him off. Or like not finish him off, but like make sure he's CC'd and he can't walk up to the play. That's all Alistar has to do there. Gonna focus this one down. I don't think he gets to do much about this Autocon. It should be completely fine. Make sure not to pick up, forget to pick up your flowers here. These flowers are very valuable. Chase with another Q. R in. That's annoying. So downside about Kane there. Kind of trolled that one a little. Missed my Q. Hold my Q though for the next one. Do I reach? I do not. Okay, whoever my volley goes for, I'll go for. Flash use as well. He's quite over chasing. I barely was able to make it. Like, Kayn ulting into you as you get your ult off is just not ideal. I don't have my ult for 30 seconds. What we can do in this situation, though, is look for Kayn's topside camps, because they could be up. Like, my own camps in this sequence don't really matter too much. If I can take Kayn's camps as I have the pressure and the advantage, that's what I want to do. So any camps that are up from him right now, I want to take before taking any of my own camps, so he gets a lot less. I'm getting a little Orned here. I still got the camp, though. Fair enough. You got me, Ornn. Can I move today? Oh my god, the CC is so much. Bro, they have so much CC on me. Another 5 seconds right there of pure knockups and stuff. I thought I would be more fine in that position than I was, but I keep getting absolutely CC locked to everything. This enemy team does have quite a large amount of CC on me. If I was able to move in time, I could like ult them and stuff like that at the end here with a shield, but I just don't get the move there. Like, I get Ornn ult into another knockup from Kayn. I barely have anything to play against there. It's all good though. I think Ziggs can probably finish the mid turret here. He doesn't have... Yeah, maybe not. He wasn't far off. His 6W kills from pretty far. It's okay. I'm getting close to level 16 right now, so that's exactly what I'll be looking for. The amount of CC the enemy team has is just resulting in a lot more deaths. I'm also less tanky because I have a full AP build compared to a bruiser build. So any type of situation where I get CC'd for a very long time, I'm just going to die. Which is make this awkward, you know. It's also why like bruiser is usually easier, because you have a lot more like leeway like that. You can't really get CC'd or anything of that nature. Would he have been anywhere? There he is. Nope. Unlucky. Okay. This turret's still worth 700 gold, so I guess I'll just keep pushing for that. Could look for my own camps, but... obviously Baron is spawning soon as well. Kayn is here too. I don't need my Alistar to be here and I should be fine. That should be fine. Okay, that could have been bad if I got hit by the Lux stun there. Bro. What is all the CC, man? I just have to dodge everything. My team is in Narnia. I didn't even do enough damage. That's wild. They're all 1 HP. It doesn't say any CC here, but I have to respect so many forms of CC from the enemy team. It's actually like really hard to play these. Brother. The CC is overwhelming right now. This is like this is the situations why Bruiser Diana is so good, because I have to worry about a lot less. Like, they're not gonna kill me that fast, but because I'm full AP Diana, they're actually gonna kill me pretty damn quickly. So I have to respect it more. Alright, Drakesoul's gonna spawn in like 15 seconds. Just kind of doing Baron with no help. I should be able to get this realistically, because the enemy jungler is also dead, so... I'm up in time. Obviously, running towards Baron does nothing for me here, because I will never be able to make it. So we're just going to run straight to the dragon in this moment. Perfect. Going for Drakesoul. Get the blue for the team. There's a ward there if you really want one. Okay, got it. We're chilling. close the distance there. WEQ to get the one shot. You don't have to go for a second E if you don't need it. Push out the wave. You see one, we see like two people top here, Ornn and Kayn. He stops them, we just go in hip push and we take both inhibitors here. Face into the inhibitor to get the damage. I need to be careful not to get Malzar ulti, because the second that happens I think I just instantly die. I need to be careful here. They have a lot of CC on me. Brother, I'm just dead to that, aren't I? That's a CC lock to the death. Yep. One hit and I just get perma CC'd, man. I don't know if ever. I saw an opportunity to try to go in there because they were kind of stacked, and if I get CC'd while they're in my ult, I just instantly win the fight. But this is annoying. I just get like Lux queued into an insane combo and I just can't move. Alright then. Fair enough. Let me pick up the spell shield at least. That way I should be able to dash through the Lux queue and make an engage happen. And as long as I can make one engage happen, we do win. I'll be able to afford this. It's 200 gold for my Banshees, but obviously I don't have the money for that. I am 120 CS up on Kayn. Just something. I just need like one decent fight where I don't get perma CC'd and I can just get an ult off and it's over. Yeah, prime example of why Bruiser Diana is so good though. Because you have the survivability to just get those ults off much easier. Because currently I don't have that. I get CC'd and I just get locked down completely. Because I have like knock-ups, Malzar, Lux Q, everything.
They would not listen.
Clear this. We see the wave pass here, so we're gonna catch the next wave coming up and the wave will shove. And this wave is gonna push out. They're teleporting to the top lane already, so there should be a very good catch mid. Should be able to catch this here, I think. I can just walk directly at this Lux and this Misfortune, build them together, finish them both off, and that's game. But that's the ult I needed. Very good. No, my Quadra kill, you rat. Unlucky. Ah, there we go. That's all we needed. Can't CC that one. Face into the Nexus as well to get the passive proc on it, and there you go. Alright, that's it for Diana. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, make the like button below, helps me quite a bit. Be sure to subscribe as well as follow over on Twitch, and I'll see you guys in the Endgame Stats. Okay, so for the Endgame Stats for game number 1 here, I ended up doing 29.8k damage, which is a very respectable amount. True damage at 1500, objective damage at 80.4k. It's a very high stat here. This game is obviously very slow-paced kill-wise. So objective damage is going to shine, farm speed's going to shine, that consistency in there. Very good damage. Healing done at 25.2k, which is a lot. Damage taken at 37k on top of another 61. So I took a tremendous amount of damage for my 4 squishies here, which is very good. This build does very well frontlining too. We have gold earned at 14.8k. For the runes, on this one, we have Conqueror with Triumph and Alacrity here. I take the Alacrity when I'm running this build setup because I'm not building a Nash's for attack speed. But we have the ability haste for the other one, and then we have Last Stand for the extra damage in closer fights. And with this setup, I like Magical Footwear and Cosmic Insight for like a bit of item haste towards like the Unending Despair, as well as Flash cooldown is good. So that is what we want to look for here. And then for the Bruiser build setup, we have the Liandry's first, which you want to purchase with Faded Ashes out of base first time if you can. If you have like additional components to purchase, that's fine, but you definitely want to secure that Faded Ashes right there. Finish off the Liandry's. After that, you're going to go simply for a Rift Maker. Build whatever components you can afford. That's all good. And after the completion of these two, I generally tend to buy my boots, not really any sooner. unless I can instantly complete the entire Unending Despair, which if I can, I'll do that. Go for that third, and then Abyssal Mask fourth for like your core build setup here. Finishing this build off is very simple. You just build a death cap here at the end and get as much AP here at the end in there as possible. It's going to really help you a lot with that extra damage there, scaling into the later stages of the game. And your boots are just defensive boots. Obviously, your boots can also be sold as well later on for like an additional item here if you want to, especially if you don't win the feats of strength, because then the boots are not that insane. To have like the extra feats of strength boots can be very valuable, but otherwise you can just sell it for like a completed item like a void staff, cosmic drive. Anything of that nature is definitely a possibility. Even Show could be a choice as well, by the way, for extra resistances for survivability. This is especially good if you are the only frontliner on your team and you have only squishies with you. That could be a very good way to finish out this build. Then moving into the build for the second game here. This is going to go ran with Conqueror still, but we switched to Haste in this instance. And we also have Absolute Focus and Gathering Storm for the extra AP scaling. So that is the changes we are making to the runes. Now for the build setup itself, you're going to go Gnasher's Tooth first item. Buy the Blasting Wand first. You want to buy the most AP out of this item you can. And then finish it off with the rest of it. Then after Gnasher's, I like to go for Death Cap, just to skyrocket my ability power a lot. Boots, if you win feats of strength, is great. Obviously, Sorks. After that, we go Lichbane, and we have something like a Banshees as a defensive option or a Zonias as a defensive option into a Void Staff if you need one. You can also go Shadow Flame potentially for like additional burst damage, which can be really good. Or you can go double defensive and go like Zonias and Banshees as well and still have very good solid damage output like that. This game did end with a few more deaths, but the clear difference here is seen. This build is a lot squishier. It does more damage, but it's a lot squishier. And I got CC locked and died a lot, right? That's kind of how things go here. It's a bit sometimes. And yeah, between those builds, pick whatever you like, try them both. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video though. If you did, make sure the like button below helps me out quite a bit. Be sure to subscribe as well as follow over on Twitch, and I will see you guys tomorrow with another one. Bye.